today, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, this is Madden NFL 21.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup. For Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 57 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Jackson's going to keep it. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Throwing is Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Brings up how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. 4th down. Here's Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. It's a foot race. 30, 10, 5. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Chiefs.
So they go for it on 4th and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they would have gone ahead and kicked the field goal, but by being aggressive, it actually cost them. Give up 6 points going the other way.
And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. Only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control. As you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. On the option is Jackson, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Here's Jackson on third and long. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2, and it brings up 4.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Chiefs take over first and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Working from the gun, Mahomes into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23.
Mahomes pass intercepted.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
After the interception, here's Jackson being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Here's the option going left on second down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. To throw is Jackson.
Third down.
Escaping the pressure right. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he will have a Ravens first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receiver took advantage.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chiefs 7, Ravens nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins 29 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Justin Tucker lining
Getting
up
your
for the
back
action.
involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
7.
Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Gets this one to Hill. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Mahomes now on 1st down. That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, just like last play. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just said, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Gain on the play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And that'll be incomplete. Well, took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. 4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. A screen to Bell. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves them with a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
At their own 20.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he is finally out of bounds across midfield at the 40-yard line.
Offense.
Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
On 2nd down, Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. And I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. He's going deep for Brown. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. The Kansas City defense, tough to throw on there. And now it's 4th down. Daniel Sorensen there on the coverage.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. This will be caught at about the 5. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
All right, Mr. Fantasy Champion, we just saw him fake a field goal, and the kicker has the opportunity to throw a pass. He completed it, but not for a first down. Does anyone get any points for that?
No, he just gets some pride going back to the sideline saying he completed a pass as the kicker. But the big thing here is they didn't get enough for the first. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. A quick slant to Hill. And they're going to have a first down and also well into field goal range, all the way down to the 15 here. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
That one complete to Hill. And all the way down to the 37. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on the slant.
Mahomes pass. Complete to Sammy Watkins.
So a touchdown. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
With the score,
and how about this one out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. A tie game. I don't think anybody in this building, including you or I, was expecting that.
No, I would agree with that totally. I didn't expect to see it at all, but I kind of like where they were going with this. You know, as you said, tie game, trying to steal a possession, steal an advantage, and you told your defense at the half you were going to do it, which also told them that you had confidence in them in case it failed, as that one just did.
And now you've given good field position here to start the... He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of
23 yards on the play.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Now a play fake here on first down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 27 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
Not ahead of you, baby. I see you over there. You scared?
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Tucker now to add the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll begin by running the option. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
Incomplete. He was covered by Patrick Queen.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Taking it about the 36. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here, getting 3 points at the end of this drive.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes with a touchdown pass to Sammy Watkins. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
This is what can happen if you keep plays alive with your feet. He was in the pocket, got out of the pocket, and then gave his receivers a chance to get open. And then he's more than good enough to deliver it on time for the score.
Butker on for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now, so you're not protecting a lead, so you're not playing that way. You've got to go get the lead again, so maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Jackson.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Jackson going to look to do it himself.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Again, Jackson will keep it.
Quick strike out wide by Jackson. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
It's a gain of 8.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 27. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
A 3rd quarter action from Kansas City. 2nd down and 10.
Throwing again. Jackson.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt. 4th down.
And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on 4th down, but they're going once more. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Now there's a quick throw caught by Andrews. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Baltimore.
Mark Andrews, 29 yards. And the Ravens have broken the tie.
Justin Tucker.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We're back now in KC, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
KC's offense ready to take over.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Demarcus Robinson, 75 yards. And now if the Chiefs hit the PAT, they will take the lead.
I don't think there's any great secret or mystery here. We're in the 4th quarter. You've got to take that shot, especially since you're down on the scoreboard. But I have to understand what was going on defensively. They've got to know that as well, don't they?
Defensively, and they took that shot, got in the end zone, now in position here to take the lead. A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
Now the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as
that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Intercepted.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And that will be incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only 1 score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Working from the gun, Mahomes.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Another Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Makes it 3rd and 5.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. To throw is Mahomes. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Chiefs.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Taken in the end zone.
And we've got a penalty marker down here as he's able to get this only to the 20-yard line.
Receiving team. Man,
Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Back to throw. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed.
Complete to
A big play that time for the Ravens. 46 yards.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've
He's caught at the 10. And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC 10. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 47 yards. And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a two-point conversion to tie it.
Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone, and that's exactly what he did there.
Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this two-point conversion. He'll look to throw, and it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the fourth. Everything was riding on that two-point conversion, and they got it.
They got it. They now have the momentum. Time really dwindling in this game. Now their big deal is make sure they get a good kickoff and don't give up anything big on the defensive end.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them in bounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard
The Ravens ready to take over.
They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there.
all day.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
today's
Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL.